name's Steve, and this is a 1964 Ford Falcon Futura. I picked it up, brought it home Sunday. It's been sitting for over 20 years, and we're gonna get this thing cleaned up, fixed up, and back on the road. So, let's take a walk around this thing and see what we have. Okay, so as you can see, the car's all here. It's got all the trim pieces. There's no dings or dents anywhere. There is some rust here and there, but for the most part, it's just absolutely filthy. And we expect that for sitting outside in southern Georgia for over 20 years. Now, it's been sitting so long, it's got trees and stuff growing through it. You got some weeds coming through here. We got some little things going on. We're missing the R for Ford, so now it's a Ford. Under the hood here, this is the original 170 inline 6 or 2.8 liter for those who like the liters. Good thing is, I've already checked it. The motor does turn over by hand, so it's not locked up, and that's surprising. We can check the oil here real quick, and so you can get an idea of what that looks like. It's there, it's dark, but it's got good viscosity. Just a hint of fuel, not a whole lot, but definitely no moisture, and these are good things. So we're gonna move on. Obviously we're missing a battery, and these battery cables have got to go. But it's all here, there's nothing missing. We're going to need to get some hoses on here just because it's been sitting so long, and the belts obviously are worn out. But again, here's some more plant life. But again, for a 60-year-old car that's been sitting for over 20 years, I'm very impressed. So again, all the trim pieces are here, the emblems here, it's all solid. You know, the windshield here is just covered in well, for lack of a better term, gook from sitting for so long. But you know, the trim here, the rubber seal, that's fried. We're going to have to take care of that. The wipers actually still got spring action. Gotta love that. So moving along, I guess we'll open the door. So, as you can see, the interior is not new, but I've seen a lot worse. The headliner's still there, needs to be cleaned up really bad. The dash is all there, it's missing a few trim pieces. It's got a center console, that's kind of cool, not normal. Missing the lid, but the door cards are there, the emblems are there. The seat's actually not too bad, with other than that one spot. Not sure what happened there, but should clean up pretty good. Again, the door cards are solid. We got some surface rust, that'll clean up real nice. Armrest isn't completely worn out. The window actually rolls down nice and smooth. You gotta love that. And even the vent window opens, so that's wonderful. Again, you know, it's gonna need some rubber. But again, this is a 3 on the tree car, so that's a manual transmission. There's a clutch pedal down there, and this is your shifter. Something I enjoy, I like to call it a lever action shifter, just because I'm into guns and it works for me. Moving through, back door opens just fine as well. And again, oh, we got some ants, you know, kind of like living in here. So we're going to have to evict them. But it's not too bad. We have not even started to clean this thing yet. This is the way I picked it up. Now you'll see along the bottom here, there is a little bit of rust going on. A little tiny hole. But this is pretty easily fixed. Not too bad. Again, all the trim pieces are here. It's missing a C for the Falcon, so I guess it's a Falcon. Again, with the back window, it's not cracked, it's not broken, it's just filthy. The seals dry rotted, falling apart, so that's going to have to be replaced. Again, we got some trees kind of growing up through here. Some more plant life here. And you can see right there, it's been sitting since 2004, and it's 2024, so that's 20 years. So yeah, I mean, we got a little bit of rust going on here. We may end up having to do a little body work and fill that in. The top's got some scratches, pretty good gouges. We're going to have to sand that off and make that smooth again. But overall, again, the car's solid. There is a touch of rust right here on the bottom of the door and over here as well. A little bit more work, you know, but that's what we bought this car for. This is a project that the end game goal is just to make it roadworthy, make it reliable, and make it look halfway decent. So the master cylinder's locked up on it, to be expected. I'm sure the brake lines are going to have to be replaced, as long as the brake hoses and wheel cylinders and all the brake hardware and stuff. We got to evict all the critters and stuff. We got some, old, nests and things in here. But overall, it's a solid car and it's a good starting point. So what we're going to do now is I'm going to get this thing up on jack stands, because I don't like it sitting down on the rims here, because the tires are flat and they don't hold air anymore. And then we're going to start washing it. So this was step one. We got it power washed off and got, I don't know, maybe 85% of the muck and buildup off of it. We still got some more to go. I got some scrub pads here. I got some simple green in a bucket. We're gonna start attacking it. We did find a little bit more rust and paint not adhering as much as we'd like it, but we're probably gonna end up painting this car in the end. Hood's in a little bit worse shape than I thought, now that we got all the heavy stuff off of there, but all in all, the glass is good, and like I said, all the trim's still there, so we're going to keep moving forward. We're going to try to get it cleaned up some more, and then we'll go on to the next phase. Hi, so the other day we scrubbed this down and got it cleaned up, and it looks pretty good. It's been sitting for a couple days. Welcome to Georgia. We have pollen. I went ahead and yesterday I tried to get her running. I'm going to show you what I did. So the positive battery cable was garbage, and so was the negative. So I put a couple new cables on, took the extruder cap off, and I cleaned up the points. I ran a fuel can into the carburetor, and believe it or not, it runs. And it runs good. And it doesn't even blow any blue smoke or anything. So that's phenomenal. That means the rings are sealing up good, the valves are all working fine, the engine was quiet, there's not knocking. We did discover that the radiator is leaking, but you know, it's to be expected on, you know, a 60-year-old car. So in another video we'll talk about and getting the engine running again and what have you. I got anxious and got started, and well, we didn't have a camera available. So today what we're working on is getting the trunk open. Unfortunately, I don't know if they gave me the wrong key or if the lock cylinder is just bad. But I can't get it to budge with the key. So I'm going to drill out the lock cylinder. Now, it's not the right way to do things or the best way to do things, but from all the research I did, it's my best option. Because even if I pull the back seats out and somehow climb through whatever's in this trunk, because I don't know what's in there, it's still connected to the lock cylinder and it won't turn. And there's not enough room to get the latch off inside the trunk. So we're going to go ahead and attempt to drill out this lock cylinder. So you'll notice I put some tape on a drill bit. What I did that for is that's the length of the key. Because when I drill into this lock cylinder, I don't want to drill all the way through. I just want to drill it out far enough to get past all the locking keys so I can get those to drop out and get it to turn. I've heard mixed reviews whether or not this lock cylinder is available. I've seen some that are and some that aren't, but we're going to have to do this because I need the trunk open. We'll continue this another time.